And we are live, just like that. So there you go, guys. Welcome back to another Vintage Stories stream, as Half Pint starts off with a pyramid of Amaranth. My good old cat. Nothing wrong with that. We like cats here on the channel. Half Pint, I feel like you watch a lot of Vintage Story. Like, are you not on our server? Oh yeah, I was over here doing some stuff. Don't mind me. Just gonna admin back over here real quick to start. Uthris was cheating. He spawns in all his items. He never does anything legit. Hold on. There we go. All right. We're home. Take a look at our... Very little progress has changed. But hey, we're here. I'm not. I don't have time to play much. Okay, that's all good. So, between streams, you know, last time we left off, we made ourselves a little narrow cart to drag around. As you can see, I have some stone in here potentially use. I went mining in our stone quarry, which is just up here at this lake. So I've gathered a few new large stone slabs of andesite, which will be used for the castle. The castle, I decided to go with a single turret and then a gate through the wall. I think that's kind of different. I didn't like having a big castle gatehouse here, because again, this is not supposed to be a giant crazy castle, so I think having just the gatehouse into the wall, a little bit of a wooden top across the whole length there will look nice. I might do a chisel door, which is just going to be a large door that can be barricaded, you know. Streams are fun, you're working, which I had more time to play. Farm, kid, 2 businesses, crappy excuses. No, man. If you got 2 kids and you're running a farm, or no, you have a kid and 2 farms, which I guess, in a way, farms are kind of like kids. Wow, cows. So mad. No, you're good. Those are, you know, take families, like, here's the thing, chat, all right? When I was growing up, this is just a general family rule that was instilled into me, okay? In terms of priority list, number 1 is always your health, your personal health. Number 2 is your family's health. And then number 3 is your work to support your family and your own personal health. If you don't have all those 3 things, you literally aren't allowed to focus on anything else. Once you succeed in the first 3, everything else is a luxury, and that's where it's at. So... You know, if you don't have time to play games, there's no excuse. You know, it's not an excuse. It's just life. Life is more important. You know? Oh, yeah, I'm regrowing this tree. I'm changing it to a birch tree. I think it'll look better and a little bit taller. Alright. So with the help of Ashley, we went ahead. We stripped down to the rock foundation here. So we have stuff to work for. But I think the first thing we're going to do today is actually just simply work on some blacksmithing. We need to work on some blacksmithing. So we will start working on some meteoric iron. Your health is 32nd on the list. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine. I mean, if you're healthy enough to succeed in 1 and 2, or, you know, a couple of those. That's it. It's not saying, like, be, like, the most fit person in the world. It's, don't, you know. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so, first step to making some new armor. We need some chain mail armor. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22... meteoric plate will get us all the first bits of our meteoric chainmail here. We also need a leather body jerkin. Yeah, we got meteoric iron. In fact, I have some more to smelt down, which I think we'll go ahead and do while we are waiting for things to heat up. Okay. Yeah, so I got most of that on a trade route down to red. So I traded red some acacia tree seeds the other day. So I ran all the way down through this valley. Every little red X is a meteoric iron deposit that I mined. These tan X's were deposits that I thought could be there, but they ended up not being deposits. And then I think I also found one up here. And that's about it right now. Anyways, let's get these bloomeries going. Yeah, I've never really done much with meteoric iron, and really, it's not that hard to find, and it is better than base iron. So that's good. So I was watching another streamer the other day. Did you guys know you could heat up 4 of the same material on a forge? Has this always been a thing? Because I tell you what, this guy right here didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. I've always done just 2 bars at a time. I've never tried to stack them past that. Hey, Staple. Welcome. Welcome to the Vintage Store. You thought it was 2? No, I always thought it was 2 too. But I saw someone streaming and they stacked it up to 4. And I was, my mind was blown. So I decided to try it just now and it worked. And it looks like you can, so that means my charcoal can go twice as far. Because I only ever use 1 charcoal per heating at a time. To kind of like make it stretch as far as possible. But yeah, no, they got all the way up to temperature. Chainmail, chainmail. Actually, with X skills, can I make chainmail out of 1 ingot? I don't think so. Alright, something that I really want to do is pull this down. Every piece that we use to make this armor needs to have a good quality to it. Let me just see real quick. I don't think so. Yeah, no. So yep, we'll be blacksmithing for a little bit. No, but with duplicate metal recovery, it can cost about 75%. That makes sense. I don't have metal recovery right now. Did you guys, when Nathania was leveling up and kind of doing everything, were you guys kind of getting complementary skills? Or no? Everyone was just kind of getting what they thought they needed, and that's it. Because it would be curious, like, if you ran a blacksmith, right? And, like, if someone spec'd into, early on, getting metal recovery, right? Someone else does the blacksmithing, the other person does the metal recovery, so that you can get some splits back. I think would be an interesting strategy from like a optimization point of view. I got 3 baby cows, chat. I think we got 2 male baby cows and 1 female baby cow. So we'll be killing 2 males when the time is right. Also, Dark, I see you don't have your membership status anymore. What the hell, man? No, I'm not. It's fine. You guys only have to be a member 1 time to join the server. There is no monthly fee. It's a one-time purchase. Welcome aboard. I think I'm feeding them rocket fuel based on how fast they're going. You've changed, man. You've changed, Dark. Jer, are you watching the stream? If so, I can probably answer that question. What's happening is the fruiting bags, they just produce mushrooms continually. So I think if you miss a harvest, the next harvest just drops on the ground because they can't occupy the same space. That would be my guess of what's happening. I'm honestly not 100% sure about that, but I feel like I'm right. Oh, okay. Interesting. Again, it's fine either way. I'm just giving a shit. I feel like I give everyone shit here. If I stack this, will it just average out? Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, next. Man, the fact that I can make 2 plates off of 1 forge is pretty nice. If I had a hellhammer, we could do this a lot faster. And also we need another rank and duplicator so that we can get from a 5% to a 15% chance for duplication. That'll be huge. This symbol might be pretty cool. For salvager. Oh. Ow! Man, that's confusing. I don't think you've ever talked as Farmer Joe on my channel. Don't worry, guys. I'm thinking about introducing a Hellhammer into this setup once the castle's done. I need to upgrade the blacksmith. For sure. So, Athenia, have you guys done tests with, like, heating metals beyond just enough to work it? Does it increase the quality? The hotter they are by the time you quench it? Is that how quenching works? So if I get this down to like 1 voxel, right? And heat it again while I form the other one to make it nice and hot. So for example, grab this, put this back on here, heat it up again while I make the next one. I mean, this is gonna consume some extra coal, but that's fine. This is an interesting test, personally. I don't think you can put it back on the forge once it's complete. I've never tried that. Here, I'll try it with this one. Right, so now this is glowing hot. Yeah, see, I can't put it back. So we'll cool this, and then cool this one. Actually, no, wait. It wasn't done yet. Hold on, it's not done yet. It's not done yet. My bad, I did that wrong. Yeah, see, so this is 5.85, which is not great. What quality is your guys' armor for your meteoric stuff that you guys have been working on? I'm assuming at least like epic. $1476. All right, well, so we got it up to 1100 degrees. No, wait. About did it again. $8.99. Look at that. So that kind of offset my mistake a little bit. Okay, so I'll try that to try and raise these. Can I heat these up, actually? On a fire? And re-quench them? Is that possible? No. Alright, let's do chainmail. I forgot to do it again. Alright, hold on. Gotta quench this immediately. 8.48. That's not bad. But you didn't answer my question. Like, what did your guys' armor come out as, Dark? Like your best steel mail armor that you're wearing right now, what quality is it? If only chainmail was that easy, yeah. Chainmail is actually easy to do, it's just super tedious. Damn it, I forgot again. Why am I so bad at this? Maybe because I just never have to do that? Okay, so even when you put it together, it stayed about a 9, is what you're saying. See, like, when you said most, like, I just thought, like, you know, you would get above a 9 now, but I didn't know. at the time. I mean, for all I know, you guys could have gone through like 5 different armor sets at this point. Well, we're waiting for that to heat up. Take a look, guys. So once you're in the inner bailey here, you kind of come up to the courtyard. There'll be a well up here. I'm thinking about having a side entrance to the castle and the main entrance kind of off in different spots. When you repair the armor, on chain of plane or average into your armor as well. Health hammer makes it a lot easier. That is true. Ow. Really, X skills is the biggest thing that's making blacksmithing super easy right now. Next season, we're not going to have X skills, so. Enjoy it while it lasts. First me, that we're probably around 7 on average. Okay. Let's just heat that back up to maximum overdrive. Put this on here. What does the better quality do? I'm assuming it doesn't increase the defensiveness, just the durability. If I had to guess. God, I forgot again. Why am I so bad at this? Finish it. Okay. Quench it. 7. Okay, it didn't. I guess it didn't really matter. I mean, honestly, it might be time from when you choose the recipe to quenching it, rather than how hot it was. Tough to say. Because that's a 6.78. Alright, well, we'll probably get like a 7 here. Alright, while that's heating up, let's go ahead and make our leather jerkin. We need our stitching owl. Owl. Okay. Boom. Haven't been reheating metal. You just quench it as quick as possible, yeah. But you guys also have probably crazy help hammers that just crank out something really fast. Yeah. Nope, that'll go away next season. I like X skills, but honestly, it's super OP. I could nerf it a little bit, but I think I kind of want to go back to a class system. And actually lock recipes again to kind of encourage trade. So classes, true. True. Alright, there is our new chainmail. Body armor. Beautiful. Alright. Chainmail head armor. I guess it's just 6 bars. So I'm just going to make the chainmail set today, I think. So we can have it. Yeah, I'm thinking when we get the castle made, I'm gonna rework the blacksmith building, or house, and rework this a little bit, but also I might have the leatherworking up against the outer wall here. Kind of as a lean-to against the wall, and then maybe another shop as well. And then in terms of this structure, I don't know, I could stick the windmill on top of it if I really wanted to, or we could do another vertical windmill and stick essentially that on top of this building and have it run down through. Yeah, the Templar blueprint. Yep, I have all the blueprints for the armor. But I'm gonna go Gothic Meteoric. Actually, I'm making the wrong helm. I wanted to go silver plate mail for the helm. I could just go visored. Does Gothic have chain? I don't think Gothic has a chainmail, no. Only Templar has the chain variants. But I'm going Gothic plate, but you have to make chainmail first, right? Yeah, the chainmail I always find to be more of like an archer armor. Honestly, I'm interested in combat overhaul next season too. Does that kind of increase your armor options from like are you gonna be an archer or kind of knight guy? I've never done combat overhaul, so I just don't know. Alright, so if I need 1, 2, 3, so I need 3 more to get the meteoric iron legs. You also need to make, if you want scale, and go to meteoric scale. You can do that as well. Wear the Templar meteoric chain all the time, then put on a Greenwich plate when needed. I don't know, I feel like the difference between those two are so small. Right? If I go chain, let me just look at it. I'll just look at the meteoric side of things. Like we're talking 80, like a 10% more damage reduction, something like that. Yeah, it's like a 10% damage reduction. A little bit more flat HP too, still high damage resistant. So yeah, 10%. Which can matter at the highest ends. Don't get me wrong, 10% damage can be a good amount, but like, I don't know, I don't think you're at much risk dying even if you're wearing the basic one, you know? Could be wrong. Especially when you have like vampirism and some of the other talents in the combat tree. Well, yeah, because, I mean, is your steel or meteoric iron for the chainmail? I know your plate mail is steel, but is your chainmail steel? No, it matters because steel is a tier 4, and so if it's a high tier resistance, it's actually a tier 5 armor. If you make it out of meteoric iron, it's a tier 3, but with high tier resistance, it's a tier 4 armor. So the tier armor versus the attack is probably the difference that you're seeing more so. You have both. Okay. Looks are important. Right There's enough chainmail for that. So chainmail, so what I need, so the helmet that I want to use, and I don't know if this is going to look good still, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because I want to be wearing a visored helmet. So if I make a visored silver helmet, so I need 6 silver plus another 6 silver, so that's 12. Which is basically this. To get my visored helmet in plate mail. It'll take 2 pours, but that's okay. Yeah, but that, I feel like that has to do more with the tier protection than anything. But I don't know. Clearly, I haven't done as much combat as you guys this season, so I'm a little iffy on my high-end combat right now. I mean, shoot, I haven't even done the archives yet. You guys did that day like 2. Alright, let's get a leather jerkin pants. Go. How's the silver going? Okay, so it's still heating up. So the first 6 chainmail, the second 6 plates, which I don't think I have a plate mold, right? I didn't want to install that one. Tell you what, the Templar leggings is pretty badass. What's the Greenwich? Nah, that's definitely more my speed. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the blue meteoric Greenwich style, so that the blue kind of matches the helm as much as possible. So I need some woad to make some blue dye. That's not bad. Mordantic cloth is gonna be a little annoying to do. Diluted cassiterite, diluted chromite. Man, I don't even have a pulverizer to make crushed whatever. Still works with your modded stuff. You can use wood without more dainting the cloth. Are you sure? Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, I didn't let the recipe rotate through. Nope. Thanks, Beckett. Appreciate that. Also, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Really nice dyeing setup. It's hard to trade with Athenia because I don't know what you guys really want. Or need. But if you're willing to accept some gears, if you're willing to accept some gears, I will trade you 5 gears for every blue cloth. So I will trade you 30 gears for 6 blue cloth. Never seen modded Vintage Story before. Been playing for about 2 months now. I never played modded. Honestly, that's the best way to do it. You know, go in there, kind of learn the base game, and then mod it after you feel like you wanted to. But like, you know, we have some modded animals. We're using a mod called Toolsmith, so that like enables like a more intricate tool crafting system and maintenance system, rather than fully making a new axe every time it breaks. We just have to like rehone the axe or rehandle it when it breaks. We can sharpen our tools, which makes them last a little bit longer as well. We got about 86 mods on our server for our community here. We got the Rustbound Magic mod set, which is one of my favorites for sure. Bunch of decorative things. Some very immersive parts. These cows are driving me nuts, though. That's why I did it. Just finished the game, current in-game content, so I was wondering what the modded side of the game looks like. I mean, it can look crazy. It can go, you know, like for us, like for example, for me to get firewood, you know, I had to have an axe, put a log down, and chop it. Though right now this is started as a saw. Same thing with planks. So if I want planks, I have to saw a log instead of using my crafting grid, for example. Saw me in Raptor's chat today. I know. It's a scary thing. And that's a little bit of a visual bug that will hopefully go away if I place something there. It may not go away. I might have to relog to fix that. I think that's a little bit of desync. I've only had that happen one other time so far. Okay, cool. Yeah, some things are very immersive and interactive. Like, we have to split a log to get support beams. No, I haven't bothered making the 8 ingot mold yet, Cade. I have it to be fired. which I'm probably gonna do now. Since you reminded me, I forgot about it. You're gonna ring that bell. I know you're gonna ring that bell. And I'm gonna hear it. There it is. That's how you know Cade's online. We also have pileful and stone piles, so, you know, if you don't want to have, like, blue clay in a chest or anything, you can be like, okay, well, let's just throw it on the ground. And store it like charcoal or sand. The only thing I have down really well in this game is trading with traders. I know how to make big money, yeah. I mean, there's certain things of, like, you know, you can buy, like, the wolf pup from one trader and sell it to another for profit, or you can... honestly, there's just some traders that are just really easy to, like, just make what they want to buy. The Stone Quarry mod is honestly one of my favorite mods. It's kind of a must for me now, for, like, getting large bits of smooth stone out of the ground in a, I think, in a very immersive, non-game breaking way. We have horses in our server also. The Equus mod. Well, you know, you just needed to put a guardrail around it with a hard hat area sign. That's pretty crazy. I'm not a huge trader guy. We got advanced beekeeping stuff. We have art of growing, which I can't really show you right now, but we have to domesticate crops. And every time you harvest them, they have a chance to become a slightly better version of that crop. So they start out like 1/5 the normal quality, and eventually they can become double the normal quality if you farm enough. It's a pain and you're really enjoying it. I like it. Oh yeah, I was gonna do the thing. Let's grab some grass. Wow, our grass is kind of spoiling. That's crap. Actually, hold on. I have another one. Yeah, I mean, it lasts multiple in-game years, so it's not that bad. There's a whole grass drying mod that we have as part of Art of Growing. You have to maintain some silage. And you have to thresh your grain and all that stuff as well. Spring around, just thought, huh, this is great in veggie bars and veggie story. I'm cooked. True. One of the biggest things too, mod-wise, is just all the food options that you can have too, from like bone broth and advanced cooking recipes. Start making pasta dough. And then you get into X skills, which adds like a whole talent system for different specs if you want. Like these barrels are modded kind of storage. Seed shells, modded. Barrel racks, or bottle racks for bottles. Flour sacks, glass jars for dehydrated fruit, better crates. Better Ruins is another amazing mod. I think it's basically a requirement kind of mod for me as well. Yeah, my base, you know, I'm solo. I do trade with people for sure on our server. So Cade lives just down here, my neighbor, and then my girlfriend lives right up here at her stables area. But we have Danjal up here. We got Ethania, the High Elven settlement. We got Robkin and Jur living on that coastal line. What do we got? We got Red Vikings group down here, living in trees. Little Hooverville. I don't know what Hooverville is. What is Hooverville? You also have a couple terrain, like modded terrain stuff, so rivers are a thing. Also, our ore deposits are just absolutely massive, but like some of them might be like a lava flume layout for ore deposits. They're more like actual cool locations to mine out. Roughly 2 to 5k apart early on, it was a pain. Let's see. Well, me and the girlfriend are only, what, 200 blocks away. Me and Kate are less than 200 blocks. But everyone else from us is decent, or at least for me, decently far. I mean, with the horse, it's not that bad. And then Ethania has some teleporters up. So if I really wanted to get somewhere fast, I'd go there. But, you know, you know, they need to start charging a toll. Booster is the one that's the farthest away. Booster is all the way over here. Though I guess technically Ethania, actually Red might be the farthest now. Ethania has bases down here. Wherever the heck their desert base is. I mean, shoot, I teleported to one of them and they were all the way down here, 20,000 blocks. I just don't think it would be performant to do something like that. I wouldn't mind getting some sort of, like, world map site up, because I know it's possible to, like, display the world map as a PNG on a web page, you know, and let people zoom around it that way. I know servers do that. Yeah, no, that change is going to be so nice. I'm excited for 1.21. But alas, we just had to wait for the mods to get updated for the server. Yeah, we have the millwright mod too, which adds much better windmills. So this is one of the ones that it adds. This is vertical windmill here that I have. Not sure if I would play, but would people bother to hop on a visit the settlements? I don't know, some builders on last server has played and found like to visit people. The only thing is, you know, you have to be a member of our community to get the server information. But in terms of visitors or like running around and just looking at builds, no one really minds. The issue though is you just got to get over the first hurdle to just join the server, and then you can join, play, walk around. What ifs? Though I guess we could. I don't know if this game has like a public option to where people can't interact with stuff, but they can walk around. Yeah. We're not whitelisted per se, it's just you have to be a member to get the information. It just kind of keeps troublemakers out, which is, I think, important. Land claim system, yeah. And we don't have that right now. Oh, hi. That guy was rude. Yeah, if this is your first time seeing X skills, you're probably thinking what I'm doing right now is absolutely crazy in terms of making chainmail. How fast that was hammered down. But I'm like a level 13 blacksmith. Yeah, one of the blacksmith's talents lets you heavy hit and things move up to 4 voxels away into a slot that's open. Makes this stuff a lot easier, especially since I don't have any machinery. Oh, I've made it manually before. I've made a whole plate set without a Hellhammer, without X skills, because I'm a crazy person. I don't think my hand has recovered since. No, go away, Cade. How dare you? Go ring your bell. First iron plate was made by hand. Respect. You joined, rang it, and left? I didn't know you left. No. Alright, let's make this chain helmet here. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that a cute little chainmail set? I like having the silver helmet with the meteoric iron. It's kind of cool. So let's make the little feathers look so sad. Yeah. In our mod set, we got a plumed version of the silver plate, and the visor raises and closes. So that's the only reason I'm making it. Because I want the blue. Because I would make the meteoric iron plate helm. But the functional visored one doesn't have any extra stuff on it. So visor mod is pretty cool, but I had to make that helmet bigger to make the visors work. I don't know. I think it still looks really good, I think. In my test of it, it didn't seem to look overly large. Unless you're talking the nose piece or something. Hence why you made the Templar variant, true. Yeah, the new armor mod that group came out with looked really cool too. It's a very late Renaissance as well. With like this cool wide brim hat. I might get General to add it to the server at some point. Maybe when we upgrade to 1.21. Since we have to explore some new lands anyways to get the coral reefs and everything, maybe it'll be time we add Draconis, chat. You guys want to ride some dragons? Though really, I think the Pegasus mod would be more thematic. Ooh, 9.74. Firearms requires combat overhaul. And we're not going to have combat overhaul this season. Yeah. I mean, you know, we're probably not going to upgrade the server to 1.21 until at least the end of next month, just because it's probably going to take that long for the mods to update. But we will see how it goes. Did you miss my message? You can make a Hound Skull Meteoric Iron Plate Mail. I don't think you can. Well, this is one of the... Oh, this... Talking about this? Alright. Let's grab our helmet. Need 2 leather and then some nails. There we go. There we go. Yeah, can still see the face and everything through it too. So once we upgrade to plate, this will be our helmet. And then I need to get a meteoric iron sword. So, how many plates do we need? 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 26 more meteoric iron to get the plate mails. Let me just see. Nothing. Get him out of here. It's a mod, yeah. Here, let's repair this hammer real quick. We'll get rid of that old handle. Get out of here. Let's go grab a nice oiled, treated tool handle here. Go throw that on. And I think I'll just bind it with rope. There we go. Very good. Alright, while we are on the surface, I don't need to be wearing plate or anything like that. So all that can be stored. So I can get away with just my leather armor. Alright, first little set of blacksmithing done. We are that much closer to going to the archives ourselves. Been refurbishing some of the hundreds of axes I have. My best one yet I made last night. There you go. Nice. I might need to fill up my well. Yep. Have a bucket anywhere? I do. Let's get some well water out and store it. I'm glad when we updated Hydrate or Dihydrate, I like the smoothness of the well. Pancake not only has friends, but Pancake is now 3D. So we got Pancake, we have Waffle, and we have Hash Browns. Yeah, we taxidermied them. Praise Dave. Praise Pancake. They still can't play fetch very well. Fetch. No. Did not know about treated handles and grips. Yep. There you go. Oh. Did I finish? Need a crepe? I don't know. I think the best I can do is 3 dogs. 3 Dog Night. It's the band. Cursing professional handles for breaking so fast? Nah, if you oil them, I'll show you the stats, because you might not have seen it. So you can treat handles with beeswax or oil. Treatment durability bonus, plus 65%. So that's all I've been using. Which means, you know, some of my tools have over 3,000 durability on just the handle. Leather wrapping it provides action speed bonus. So I only do that for tools that I gather stuff with. So like my axe, my pickaxe, maybe my shovel. But yeah, you can either add linen wrap or a leather wrap to the handle. I really want to upgrade Toolsmith too, because I'm pretty sure the latest version, depending on what you use to make the tool, it's actually visually displayed now on it. I'm pretty sure. By the way, how's stream audio and everything today, guys? We good? You guys having a good Wednesday? Get on your end. There you go. You're gonna head out? Sounds good. The game's a little quiet. Yeah, it is on purpose a little bit. But if it's annoyingly quiet, or just let me know and I'll turn it up a touch. The music is the hardest thing to try and audio balance around, honestly. Shit's loud as fuck. Okay. Cool. We got some nice fresh well water now. That'll keep us going. Let's go into the cellar and check our wines. See how they're aging. It's gonna be a while until we can use our greenhouse again. Actually, Cade, are you still here? Cade, buddy, pal? Okay, 3% cured on the Perry wine. It's not started curing yet on the red wine. Black currant wine is waiting. Cave exploring today? Maybe. Actually, Dark, if you're willing to make that cloth trade, you can head this way if you want for 30 gears. Or whenever you guys have time. Well, I'm just doing the first stage of the new armor. Rye? It's negative 14 up here, champ, in the daytime. Based on my temperature chart, I probably wouldn't want to... Well, also, I'm not going to grow rye this year. I have so much flour, it's not even funny. I could begin doing it... I don't have any temperatures logged for January, really. Or February yet. Because keep in mind, I'm higher up than you. Because I'm on a hill. My farms are even higher than me. So I could probably start doing rye this month, yeah. In the greenhouse. Okay, no, all good. I just didn't know if you were doing that today or letting a foreign handle it. I was just curious. Yeah, because, what, up here at the greenhouse, it's negative 14, but the plus 5. Even domesticated rye? I feel like as they domesticate it, they, no, you can't heat the greenhouse. So if I take a look at my rye seeds, both quality. No, that's spelt. Because I'm dumb. Mine's cold resistant until negative 13. Because mine's decent rye grain. As you domesticate them, they handle temperature worse. I'm pretty sure. Flax, negative 5. Parsnip, negative 11. We could maybe get away with parsnip. And carrots, negative 11. Might be ready to do another charcoal burn too. We're only down to 32 charcoal. Alright, 8 ingot mold, 4 shoot mold. Though the 4 shoot mold is way less good now. Since copper can be worked at room temperature. This place is a mess, chat. It is a mess. Let me meditate for a second here. So try and come up with what I need to do. Man, I can only generate about 36 mana before I start going crazy. We're close to metalworking 14. So that'll be nice. Alright, well, let's store this leather. God, do I want to start on the castle a little bit? Gotta start lowering down the hillside a bit. Or I don't have to lower it immediately. I can keep laying stuff out with dirt. Let me clear some trees back in here, because I want to be able to see everything very clear. What am I going to be making out of what? Castle out of? So the lower bits is probably going to be andesite stone. And blocks and cobble and ashlar, blah, blah, blah. And then the higher bits of the castle will probably transition to a lighter material. I haven't decided yet on that. Almost like it's been lime washed a little bit. Yeah, that's still very much up in the air for me right now. I'm thinking limestone, honestly. Oh, the top one? No, I don't know that off the top of my head. If I look at, in-game help and overlay, Control B, I think, is what you're thinking of. I really like the fact that this game has a search bar for controls. Why doesn't every game have a search bar for controls? It's 2025, guys. I don't want to scroll through a list of controls just to figure out how to change basic keybind. Let's go ahead and trim this firewood down and start loading up the kiln, or the charcoal pit. The last time I fired the left one, it didn't work, so I'm going to fire the left one again. I feel like I didn't fully stack it correctly, which is on me. But it's just sucked to like fire up both of these and then log in and only one of them yielded charcoal. That was a rough day. But chopping stir is satisfying. Yeah, I like the mod. It's a lot slower. It's not for everyone for sure, but I like the immersion of it. Alright, let's build the campfire while it's up there. Ooh, it's cold. Let's go warm up a little bit. Ooh. You know what? There needs to be a mod for like a trebuchet and mangonel and ballista. Why has Maltese not made that yet? They've got flintlocks. hell of a coding project. So it depends on how you make it, right? It would be one thing to make it a block. To me, it should be a block that you assemble like the boat, right? You lay down a foundation, you add things to it. Once it's complete, you launch it, which is basically finishing it. And then at that location, it spawns the trebuchet, right? And you just interact with it with a UI, like aim left, aim right, distance. I actually don't think it would be that bad. Oh man, picture if it could throw like blasting bombs too. Oh, that'd be cool. And then mod it to where you can throw one cow. Yeah, battering ram would be cool. We got carts. I mean, in theory, you could make this a battering ram, right? Look, I've seen someone in this game make a mod for like a drivable car. Before horses were even a thing. Or elks. I know what mod makers can do. They're crazy people. I mean, I think there is a mod for like a cannon. It's not the firearms mod, but it's something similar. Look, maybe I'm still lamenting at the lack of medieval engineers support. Still. That's probably it. Vintage Story is now my hopes and dreams. Alright, let's grab some packed dirt and work on the castle shape a bit. God, this is going to be such a huge project. But it's worth it. I don't think I've successfully made a castle in either Minecraft or Vintage Story since at least 2016. I've just never finished it all the way through. So you guys need to hold me to account that I need to actually finish a project. Okay. You tried to hold me to account last season, it didn't work. Look, that was so much stone quarrying, okay? You can't blame me for that one, bud. You can totally blame me for that one. But please don't blame me for that one, pal. It was gonna look cool, okay? We all agree. In fact, it was looking cool. Like, yeah, you gave me some steel tools. And you asked if you could help, and I shooed you away because I'm a crazy person. Just, you know, let me be crazy. Okay, so, boy, this castle. Do I need to bring the stone down so I can just build up? I kind of want to keep the mountain here and just build the blueprint on top of it. Just real quick, I want to get a little bit marked down for kind of the base ground level. This is ground story, right there. So that is half block, full block, 2 blocks higher than here. Ithania has enough of their own projects to work on right now, okay? Alright, let me look at some reference images. Real quick, I may not be able to see chat. If I throw it over here, I might be able to. Alright. Ooh, Crusade castles. Famous castles. Okay. All right. Some more reference images, and then also I wanted to know. Here we go. Rooms in a medieval castle. Okay, so we need to... I want to have a decent selection of historically accurate rooms here. So we need a great hall. Okay? It's not going to be a giant great hall or anything crazy, right? But we need a great hall. We need bed chambers. We need solars. Lavatories and garderobes. Kitchens, pantries, larders, and butteries. Gatehouses and guard rooms. A chapel. Cabinets and boudoirs. Storerooms, undercrofts, and cellar. Maybe an ice house. I wouldn't mind making a dovecote. That could be an interesting structure. And then apartments for staff. Right? So when people walk in through here, okay, I want them to come into a little courtyard. All right, nothing crazy. Okay. But I want a little space in here that is still open to air. So let me just lay something out here. So how much path do I want? So this is a 3x3 courtyard. Let's increase it to a 5x5 courtyard. Actually, that's a 5x6, isn't it? So, right? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now it's 5x5. So that's a 5x5. 6, 7. One, 2, 7, 8. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it might be 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it might be. So this little courtyard that we're measuring out here, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. This actually needs to be 9 by 9. Gives us potential connection points to parts, other parts into the castle. Okay. So you walk in, hey, boom, good to go, right? So the straight option, let's just assume the straight option is going to be the Great Hall, right? That's the most logical thing to do, but I'm not going to do that. Boom, changing it on you. It's actually going to be the right entryway. You're going to come in, swing to the right. The Great Hall is going to go this way. It's going to go north-south on our castle. You guys thought it was just going to be in line. No. Too simple. So, to make that straight, 1, 2. We can have a 3-wide entryway here. Boop. And how far do we want this to go? It's going to be the question. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, maybe just right here, it's a little bit of a utility space, and then Great Hall. Dino Guy, dude, Raptor, thanks so much for the raid, man. Appreciate it, as always. Hope you guys had a good time over there in Raptoria. You can see that we're slowly expanding our homestead from a homestead to a little bit more of a manor lord. So I'm thinking, honestly, this distance, whatever this distance is, it feels right. It's not overly grand. Where's the pizza emoji? YouTube has a default one. We spam pancakes here. Pancakes in chat. 2. You guys get to see how a castle is laid out, roughly out of dirt. So this is 7 wide. We'll go 9 wide. We'll just keep it a nice long rectangle. Minecraft? Yeah, Minecraft. No, actually. This is Vintage Story. This is not Minecraft. It's a different game. It's a good game. It's better than Minecraft in all ways, shapes, and form. But, some people might not have heard about it yet, but I think it is popping off decently well, for sure, which is super exciting for me. I love this game. This game needs a lot more love and attention from all content creators, big and small. Alright, I'm going to connect the wall actually like that. And since the Great Hall is going to be, what's it called? Part of the defenses, how to account for that a little bit with wall thickness and things. So you'll find in historical buildings, like a manor or like in a large Tudor house, the first floor is kind of no windows, right? You don't want people to be able to siege this thing easily and just climb in through a window on the first floor, right? So you'll notice a lot of windows are usually on a clear story, and these are solid walls, making it very, very defensible. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15. Okay, that's honestly fine. All right, so this will be the Great Hall location. Now, remember when I said the walls got to be defensible? The outer wall is actually going to be, like, probably still starting center on this tower. And I kind of want it to come down most of the way. Into a larger tower that's kind of on the corner of this. So instead of being a 3 interior, this tower is actually going to be like a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hey, Dark. How's it going?
Good, you got that cloth.
Oh, nice. Okay, let me get you that gear. Man, you are fast as fuck. Alright, so my gears are over here. What do you think of the Homestead? Very peasantry work compared to Athania. Okay, let's give him...
Really coming along, it's a big improvement. We
Yeah.
don't have a castle.
I mean, do you need a castle when everyone wears steel plate armor?
Well, anybody need a castle? Do we need towers?
I guess not. Alright, so there's a 30 gears.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
And he's off. Gone. Gonzo. Cool. We got our cloth here for our Green Witch meteoric iron chest piece. So we're also going to need some more silver plate to get that made. I have to go mining. Shut up, cows! Let's drink some water. Get some food. Now would be a good time to insert ads. Brought to you by YouTube. See, Raptor, you can't raid me and not say hi. Dino guy. I love you. But where are you at, bro? For Minecraft as the other block game, that is true. It is the other block game. Here, let's get more packed dirt. Alright, good. I want a very defensible tower on this corner. Of the keep. Again, outer wall. Connecting up to that. Right. So the Great Hall you come over this way. So in my mind, that kind of puts the kitchens. Kitchens are going to have to be attached near here, right? Palisade when? We have a palisade already. It's not done. And we are going to tear it down and upgrade it to an actual wall. But this is our palisade. We have a whole outer wall. It's not fully chiseled on like the inner section here. But technically this is our outer bailey. And then this is our inner bailey in here. And then keep. But I do really want to change the shape of this palisade. Might get a couple proper towers out this way. But I'll worry about that once we have kind of the castle well on its way, I think. Okay, Great Hall. It's Bailey's in a shoe? What? I don't know what that means. Am I dumb? I might be dumb. Do I not know castles as well as I thought I did? Damn it. Okay, back here, less important defensive side. Because again, it's just all cliff and water on that side. Old Greg. I'm old Greg. Oh, Bailey's in a shoe. Ah! The memory just kicked in. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Wow. Just had a brain blast. Okay. That was crazy. I haven't had like a moment of like the meme of the guy doing with like rainbows and shit in a long ass time. Holy cow. That was crazy. Anyway, so what I want here, the Great Hall, right? It's going to be its own little structure off to the side. It'll be defensive with the turrets and things. I would like to have an outer garden a little bit, like out here eventually. That would be cool. But I need to figure out the kitchens. Maybe when you first walk in, it's kind of towards the kitchens and stuff. That way we can kind of bump it up next to the Great Hall. Though I was kind of hoping to put the kitchens on this side, which it could be, and then maybe they just walk across the courtyard. Should we do that, chat? Have our larders and things down here, and you just walk across the courtyard with the food to serve to the Great Hall? You think that's okay? Because what I wanted to do is, honestly, have a little bit of a thing here. This would go down to like the pantry area. And then there'd be like almost a side staircase here. Up. Into the kitchens. Because I wanted a building to kind of connect off of this back onto the outer wall. I want to try my damnedest to have as little just freestanding wall as possible. Now, I could do that, or I could put the entrance to the cellar back here. Ooh, this could be the dungeon entrance, too. Dungeon. Like, right? Boom, 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 boom. You know what? I might have a more steep staircase. Maybe a more narrow staircase, too. Almost like a side door like thing. Trying to decide too, where do we want a well. Okay, freezing to death, that's fine. Say okay. At least my water's cold. Never mind, we don't have any water. We're dying. We're dying! Abort! Flee! Oh boy. No wonder my cows are constantly freaking out and crying. Kind of want to make something real quick, chat, as a first time production thing. Table with a shelf. That way I can store my cauldrons under here. No. Food pair speed 0.1. I could just store some bowls. That might be okay. That'll give me more room for crocs up here. Good lord, what is with my FPS? Why is it dying? Hold on. Alright, well, V-Sync off. Get out of here, V-Sync. I don't want you. So this just might be a connecting hallway. Kind of thing. Boom, 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 boom. This is where I want. I might be increasing my floor here then. Half. Might be. Let me get a bunch of low fertility soil and start filling a lot of this shit in, because I'm going to raise the terrain a fair amount here. Man, we also need to start working on a road again. On the road again. Fill, 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 fill. Fill this hole. This is the fun way to do it. That won't do. The food will get cold. It's a temporary food shelf. I'm not like storing my food there for long periods of time. But also the food storage rate was 0.1, so I don't think it'll get cold, like spoil at all. Also, Chad, I have to ask, do you guys like cold pizza? Sometimes it's good if your food gets cold. Day after cold pizza is like amazing. So why shouldn't I? Pizza comes warm. It depends on the pizza. Look, I will say, if you have like well, I guess not. If you take the time to take day after pizza and warm it up in the oven or air fryer, it will be probably a better experience than having day after cold pizza every time. Just about, I would say. But day after cold pizza, no matter what brand it is, I still think it's pretty good. I don't think I've ever had bad day after cold pizza. What does that even look like? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I was dying. Yeah, that kind of hurt. I'm stuck in a loop. See, I don't know why some plants can't get crushed, like grass and stuff, from falling blocks. I feel like every plant needs to be able to get crushed. Because without it, you get those like constant falling blocks that don't know what to do. Because they can't take up the space the plant is on. Nor are they allowed to remove the plant. You know, what if I change this? What if instead... do something more like this to get up in here? I don't know. Might have to revisit that. Do back to on sleep. Yep. Okay, good. How are we looking so far? This is okay. Let me look from the road towards Cades. See how that looks. If we can see that far. Yeah, I think that bigger tower on this corner is going to look really cool. When you're over here on this side. Don't try and plant a tree into ice. Does not work. By the way, chat, if anyone's new and they want to have a little tour, let me know. I can kind of tour you guys around what we've made so far in these past 18 or 20 episodes. A lot of hours of streaming going into this. Check my flower chest, make sure, see if I can place some ferns and things in here. Corn dog? What? What are you talking about? Yeah, let's go get some more fill dirt. You know what sucks? My stuttering is back. So that whole mod update refresh of the server seemed to help. But I don't know if maybe we just need more server restarts. I might talk to General about that. We might, because right now we do it every 8 hours. So that's 3 times a day. What if we were to do it every 4 hours? I just don't know if that would help more or not. But eventually, you know, if we restart it more and it does help, and then eventually it doesn't anymore, then that's a sign that it just is what it is. Oh my god, stop. Oh, because of a flower. Oh, cattail. Come on. Note to self, destroy all flowers and herbs before doing a dirt fill project. Okay, so Great Hall over that way. And I'm thinking the Great Hall is not going to have multiple floors directly on it. Multiple floors will go back into here for things. And maybe a little bit over this way. And I'm also thinking about limiting how many floors the main keep is going to have. So I need to establish that. Alright, so this is kind of the ground floor. The main ground floor. We can go ahead and start clearing this out. A wee bit. And then we can go ahead and measure how tall do I want the main keep building. Not necessarily the tallest point of the keep, because there might be a Lord's Refuge tower. Or maybe even a mage tower on this. But, because I am a mage lord, after all. Not a very strong mage lord, but I'm a mage lord, goddammit. Let me heal, so I can stop this rubber banding. It's doing the stupid... If you're injured, you rubber band all the time. I gotta go into a dark location. Plus my healing just isn't gonna work. Even then, it doesn't work great. Okay. I need to get the next survival vampire, so my healing is only reduced by 50% during the day. That's right. I'm a magical vampire lord. That's what we are, chat. And I don't even sparkle in the sunlight. Isn't that crazy? Okay, not to say that we can't increase the height from here more, which I might do. This might be one level, and then when you go inside, you might just naturally lift up a little bit more. Maybe to here. Maybe right on top of this bedrock kind of shit. That way we are kind of building up and sitting on the terrain a little bit. And this can be a half, full, half, full, half. Really, Jeff? Really, Jeff? I just healed, damn it. Alright, so, floors. I kind of want standard floors, right? For the living portion of the keep. Now, that doesn't mean things might change and shift as we start building and decorating and laying everything out. But let's say this is the floor. Right. This is just to see how tall we're gonna go. So, 1, 2, 3. Fourth one is a new floor. 1, 2, 3. Fourth one is a new floor. 1, 2, 3. Fourth one, new floor. Railing. This might be the roof of our keep, right here. So that'll be 3 stories. Fourth if you count a floor on the roof. Yeah, these guys are been butts. We haven't fought Jeff's really at all this stream, so. But yeah, I think I find that a 3 tall interior, right, with a half slab as the flooring above, makes the space feel open enough. Like I can jump and not hit my head really on that. So that's what that half block's kind of for, to take off the floor here. And of course, we could work in some support beams and maybe some arches to hold it up. But I think 3 stories is going to be good for basically the living areas. Now, in terms of total floor space, that's going to be a little bit harder. This is just going to be a staircase down, little courtyard, staircase down, inner bailey, staircase down, outer bailey. So there will be a door here, I think. Unless I want to put the door up here, I could. Because if I do that, it could enable me to have like another set of little towers bumped up against the main inner structure. There's a bow torn shooting at me. Don't shoot me, bro. A lot of Jeffs. Gonna dig this down to the stone level. Oh, of course, a rift forms right there. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it form right there? But there's nowhere else it would have formed, huh? So one thing that's going to be important for this castle, by the way, is to make everything, as much as possible, a room. And I think a room in Vintage Story can be no bigger than 14 by 14 by 14, something like that. So the Great Hall might not ever really be considered a room by the game. It might. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, I don't think it will be. It's close, but no cigar. You son of a... let's go store some stuff, get some water. Okay. Very nice, very nice. I need to go get more silver. There might be still some silver over here. Do I have any other silver nodes kind of marked out? That's just rocks. Did I not name that? 10. No. No, I did not. Well, regardless, let's go over to the silver mine, see if there's any in there. Gonna need some for the meteoric iron Gothic set. Ride the pony. We're at high rift activity. I'm sure it's going to be fine in here, right? I'm sure it's going to be a-okay. Didn't realize I had sandstone rock in here. I already looked through that like 300 different times. Alright. Let's see. I've been mining up in here for iron, I believe. Yeah, this is some iron. And then the silver was pretty much right around here, but kind of might be getting it all here by now. You got your new armor, you're fine. I'm not wearing it. Just wearing some leather right now. Which is fine for what we're doing. Did I not have any other silver marked out? I might not have. Oh, is it over here? Okay, yeah, there's some still here. So that's good. Let me just make this up a bit, just so we can see some things from a distance, from afar. And see, watch it be like 3 freaking nuggets. Don't have any support beams because I'm not very bright. Hello? Oh, jeez. You're just asleep down there. This is not a smart way to mine this at all. So if I die, do not attempt this at. Oh, fuck my life. Hello? Yeah, no, I'm fine. We're okay. I took that on the chin. Hey, now, we're not mining coal. If it was, I'd be playing Country Roads right about now. Alright. Oh, cool. We got some poor crystallized chunk. Alright, so we got some silver. Let me just poke around a little bit. Kind of left and right of this vein. Just to see. Ah, take that, Jeff! Threw rocks at you. What are you gonna do now? Nothing. Nothing. Get out of here. All right, we're gonna mark this silver as done. But I would like to explore around this cave a little bit more. See if there's another cave system maybe hooked up to it. Because if this chunk spawns over, we might find some more of it. If we just kind of look around. So it does go down here. Okay, no. Is there still a... Dark, if you're here, is there still a spell to, repair ruin blocks? Nope. Alright, we can go ahead and head out. I don't think this cave's much bigger than this. We could go explore the other one, though. There is one nearby. Oh, native silver. Weird. It's kind of from the first deposit. That was kind of like up in here. If we go down into the Haunt's Rescue caves. There might be a silver down there. Ah! Ah! Yes. I remember now. The answer is yes, there was silver down here. Hmm. And it's bountiful. All right, cool. That should be enough silver for our plate mail, I think. I did bring haunts, right? Haunts away! Do 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 do. Check out how cool this view is gonna be when there's a freaking castle on the horizon. When you're on the main road. I think it'll be pretty swell. Alright, let's go ahead and break this down. Maybe do a little bit of a pour. Okay, cool. Six more units of silver bar. Alright, don't need. Yeah, we're gonna end up moving the cows eventually to this pin. I'm gonna kind of carve a little bit more space back here for like a shelter, and then some troughs in here. So we'll have kind of a shared pen for our horse and bovine. Eventually. The male will just be kind of locked up. Ooh. It looks like our keep is actually going to be taller than our windmill. All right. What do I need to do for this plate mail? Fuck. Do I really want to make this right now? So 16 meteoric iron needs to get hammered down into plates. And once we have that, I need copper nickel. Okay, so that's just copper and nickel. I'm assuming nickel is rare, considering I have nat. Pentlandite, pentlandite, pentlandite. I don't think I've prospected any pentlandite yet. Alright. Whatever. We'll just make the standard meteoric iron plate and we'll worry about upgrading it, I think, eventually. Boom, 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 boom. Blacksmithing in this game is so cool. %96 protection. Duplicator is a 25% chance to proc? Are you serious? X-Skill is so strong. I mean, not at our current rank. Our rank right now is only 15, but 25%? Jesus. I need to get metal recovery, I think, next. Though. Okay. So there's my 8 plates. So I should be able to just do this, right? Boom. Plate body armor. So we're getting there. We're getting there. What's our hunger rate with all this crap on? 173. Wow. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. See, I like the silver helm, but here's the Hound Skull helm, by the way, you were talking about. Oh, shoot. I forgot to do my servo pour. Alright, so for plate legs, 6, 8, 10. 10 meteoric iron. That's what we need. Yeah, the silvered helm doesn't match as well as I thought it would. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe when we get it upgraded and we get the blue down in the armor a little bit. And since we have a blue necklace and a blue wrist, tough to say. Tough to say, but that's gonna do. Oh, we got a duplicate proc. Kind of nice. could do the blue meteoric wreathed great home. That way I get some blue with the gold and white, and then the blue with the gothic armor. Man, the Templar meteoric, it just looks so good. $7.5. We need to find nickel. Do these cows. Stream die? I don't think so. Hello? What? Let me see. No. Loaded right up for me. Everything is A-okay. Okay, so what if I do Gothic leg? So that's 4 silver plates, 4 leather, set a nail. I could make that right here, right now. Because if we have more blue, it might kind of make the silver helm match a little bit better. So 4 plates of silver. I have enough for 2 of those. Technically 3. Loop. Alright, more silver is needed, I guess. So let me just see this real quick. Healing effectiveness, or flat damage reduction is going to be 1.72. Same. Protection tier 3, same. Healing effectiveness, better. Hunger rate, better. Range weapons, okay. Walk speed, better. So it's just a straight upgrade in terms of the negatives. But protection is going to be the same. I think that's fair. Is Maximilian armor in the game? No. This thing we're making right now is kind of a mod, so. But there might be a mod for such a thing. We got a double proc, but it's not going to be enough. Darn. Okay, so we got enough of these. We just need a set of nails and strips. Oh, that's just meteoric iron? Okay. We can do that. So no, we did get enough silver out of it. Wow, that's crazy. I do not have any sturdy leather. Fuck. I did not expect to need sturdy leather. Oh wait, this is steel. Hold on. Yeah, just standard leather. But it requires silver nails and strips. That's interesting. Okay. So I am going to need to do another pour. That's fine. In 1.21, the crucible changes colors, right? On the fire pit? Was that one of the changes? I swear I saw that somewhere, unless I'm like going crazy. Armor stand. 2 hay and some boards. I need another armor stand. Okay, we got those. Just need 1 silver bar. Going to buy more blue cloth, I think. No, there's a little pot home. This is an upgrade to scale. We need 4 leather. And our Templar blueprint. What do you think is upstairs? It's definitely a different shade of blue. Wait, what? It's Gothic? Oh, it is Gothic. Okay. Thought it was Templar. I'm gonna be a landed knight soon, chat. I'm gonna have a castle, a keep, some land. I just need some peasants. If you want to become a peasant today, please click or tap that join button and also become a member if you want to play on our server. If you're super cool, you might become a yeoman. Who knows? Such peaceful cows. Yep, very peaceful. In fact, you should jump in there and give them a hug, Jelly. Jelly, are you feeling better yet? Fine. Who would have thought just hugging a cow would have been enough? I'll have to keep that in mind. Respawn and get your health back? Oh no. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Pop. Alright, we got all plate mail now. It's not all fully how we want. And I don't have my meteoric iron shield just yet. But I can flip the visor close. I am probably going to get a different helm. As cool as visored helms are. Unless there's an update to, like, have visored helms in, Let me just check that. What is it? Vintage armor? Mm-hmm. Nope. Here, this is that other armor, by the way, I was talking about that I kind of wanted to add. Check this out, chat. Check this out. Look at it. Look at how cool that is. Look at that goddamn hat. Black screen. Hello. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a different helm. I'm really hoping the green witch meteoric style here, since the plates are kind of cut a little bit higher, and we do get a bit of a cloth, I'm hoping that jives more with the groin area, but I'm just not sure. Like, in theory, we could do the archives at this point. We got plate mail, for goodness sake. What's our healing reduction at? Hunger rate 181, healing 7%. Woo! Okay. Well, I think that was a pretty good little vintage story stream, you know? We laid out a little bit more on the castle. I think I have a little bit of a plan in my head. It's still gonna need to bake a little bit, I think. Especially once we get into the main keep area and stuff. So what I'll do is I think next stream we'll start working on the actual foundations of the castle. Namely, maybe this corner of the wall and get the whole corner here like peak top as detailed as I want to make it. That way I can see kind of where we're going. And then base more details off this main tower here. So that means we'll have to start going through our andesite. I have to maybe see if we need to make some more mortar for stonework. We also need to go gather some limestone, because like I said, I kind of wanted it to transition to lime on the way up, though that might happen more back in here. This might be all andesite with the wooden top. So we'll see. I think this will be an important first step with the castle and getting that squared away. But you know, pretty successful stream. Did a little bit of trading with Dark. So thanks for swinging by, Dark, and giving me that cloth at a decent price. And with that, let's go ahead and send you guys over to a good friend of the stream. Let's see. Ah, yes. Dirty Cess. Give him a new woo. Ask him to raise his cups and glasses. Take a shot. And have a good rest of your week. See you later.